Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and League One is finally starting tonight. The football season is finally starting. We had the first two games of La Liga last night, and tonight it's the French League and the Premier League. Both of them are starting tonight. In this video, we are gonna make our predictions for the first game week in League One, and we're gonna see at the end of the weekend how many of my predictions are correct. We're gonna play the same game that we try to play in the La Liga prediction video. For every the prediction that I make, and if it's correct with the score, I will get 3 points. But if the score is not correct, but I predict the correct team, I would get 2 points. And of course, if none of them are right, I'm not gonna get any points. So we are gonna calculate the points of every weekday, and in the end we're gonna see how many points I can make throughout the season, and we're gonna see how many points I can make in the week, every week. You guys can play along as well. You can give your predictions in the comment section below, and we can see how many points in total you will make every week. So let's get right into it. We are the first game of the season. It's Ligue versus Paris Saint-Germain. PSG. This is going to be their first game without Kylian Mbappe, and that is going to be the focus of everybody. They are going to go. It's their first game around. They're going to go away at Ligue, and I think it's a very tough game for Ligue for the first game in the season. PSG are going to be determined to show everybody that they are still the team to beat. They are still the big dogs of the French League. And Mbappe or no Mbappe, they don't really care. They are here to stay. They are going to win, and I think it's going to be a statement victory by PSG. I'm going for a very easy 3-0 win for Paris Saint-Germain. Moving on to the Saturday games, we're going to start with Brest and Marseille, and I think that this is going to be a very tough game, quite an interesting game as well. Brest, as we know, last year they were the surprise package. They finished third, qualified for the Champions League, so they would be really up for it. Marseille, they did not really have a good season last time around, but they have a new manager now in Roberto De Zerbi. They have lost Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, but I think the signings that they have made are very good. I predicted them to finish in top 3, and I think they are going to have a good season. Brest, I think they are going to fall, and they are going to fall. I predicted them to finish 9th. So for this game, I think it's a start of the season. Brest would want to show that the last season was not a fluke. I think it's going to be a very tough game, and I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I think Marseille, if they want to have a good season and they want to go ahead and challenge a PSG for the title, or try to finish in the Champions League places, they need to win this type of games, and that is why I think I am gonna go with them. It's gonna be a very tough game, but I think De Zerbi and Marseille, they win their first game of the season with a very close score. I think a 2-1 to Marseille. The next game is Reims versus Lille, and again it's gonna be another fascinating game. Lille, again, they have a new manager now, and they want to be considered as the title challengers. Reims, they had a good season last year, but I don't think they are going to have as much of a good season. It's going to be a close game, but again I think the visitors are again going to take the win. This is like the third game in a row where I have given the away team the win, but again I think it's going to be a 1-0 win for Lille. Moving on to the next game, finally I think we are gonna have a home victory. It's Monaco versus Saint Etienne. Monaco had an amazing season last year. They were the runners up last year, and this season again they're gonna want to continue their upward trajectory. They want to challenge PSG for the title. Everybody wants to dethrone PSG from the top, and they would want to start the season with a victory, and they are home. They are at home as well. Saint Etienne, they have been promoted to the league. This is going to be their first game back in the league, and I think it's not gonna end in a good way. I think Monaco win this 2-0 quite comfortably. The next game is Auxerre versus Nice. Auxerre have come in. They were the champions of League 2 last time around. Nice, they finished last season at 5th. They should have been in the top 4, but it did not happen, and this time around they would want to make sure that they have a good start. They have a new manager as well, so it's maybe the luck of the new manager helps them get the win. Auxerre, I think it could be a tough game, to be very honest with you. I think Auxerre have a good set of players. They have a good squad, and I have predicted them to be safe in League One. I don't think they are gonna get relegated, but I think this game is going to be too much for them, and I am going for a 2-0 win for the away side Nice. Moving on to the next game on Sunday, it's Montpellier versus Strasbourg, and both of these teams almost like they are similar. Strasbourg have lost their manager like 20 days before the season started in Patrick Vieira. Both of their transfer business has not been really good. It is very quiet on both ends, and I think they are both gonna finish in mid-table. So I think it is gonna be a 1-1 draw in this game. I'm setting on the fence. I'm not really able to guess who is gonna win. If something happens like maybe at the home side Montpellier they get the win, but I am setting on the fence with a 1-1 draw. Next game is Toulouse and Nantes, and I think this one is again a very tough one to call. The first games of the seasons are usually the hardest to call because you don't really know how the teams are gonna perform, but with the business that they have done, I think Nantes are looking really good this season. I have in my prediction I have predicted Toulouse to finish higher than Nantes, but I think this game is going to be very interesting. It's going to have goals in them, so I'm going for a 2-2 draw by both teams. Then we move on to the next game, and it's Angers versus Lens, and I think Angers again, this is going to be their first game back in League One, but they are playing against a Lens side, and I think Lens have made a very good business. They have done very good business in the transfer window. Angers, on the other hand, it's not really looking good for them. Their squad is not really up for it, and I think they are gonna suffer a defeat. I think Lens win it 3-1. And the final game, it's Rennes versus Lyon, and that is again quite a tough one to call. I think both of these teams like to attack. They both like to play attacking football, and we are gonna get goals in this game, and I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw in this game as well, and I think both of them start their season with a draw, and that is it for the first week. These are my predictions for game week 1 in League One, so we'll see how many of them I get right and how many points I can accumulate. Again, I would want you guys to play as well, predict your scores in the comment section below, and then we can see at the end of the weekend how much we got, and how much what is the score that we accumulated after game week 1. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. The season is starting. There are still about 15 days to go, and I'm trying to get to like 150 subscribers before the transfer window ends. We are on like 131. There's still 19 to go, so please subscribe to the channel. I'm pumping out content day after day. A lot of videos are gonna come in. We are still gonna do some tier list as well, so there is gonna be a lot of content coming in. So subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss out on any of them. Until next time, bye bye.